Hello everyone, this is Tasha with Blanco Rose. Make sure you add us on Instagram. Make sure you shop with us, www.shopblancorose.com. And you're watching Let's Create Art with L.M Coz.
Hello, thank you guys for joining in today. It's L.M Coz, and I have a special guest on the show today. We are in his beautiful gallery. This is Felle.
Hello, L.M. How are you?
I am good today. How are you?
I am wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to the gallery, the Felle Gallery. I appreciate it.
I love it. It's really nice in here. You have a very nice variety of art in here, and I like to come every blue moon myself just to check in and see what's new and what's going on. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So I have a couple of questions for you today. I'm not going to get you the hard questions. I'll hit you soft this time.
I'm good. In any direction. I mean, I like to be open and honest and transparent. So anyone wants to know anything about me and what I got going on here, I'm wide open. So.
Okay, well, let's just start off with these two back here behind you. These are phenomenal. Okay, this is Marvin Gaye.
Yep.
And this was Muhammad Ali.
Yes, yes.
Can you give the audience a little insight on how you created such realistic art?
Well, actually, over the years, I'm sorry. Over the years, I specialize in portraits, so it's just really repetition over 25 years. Like I started out doing work for Tyler Perry, doing all the backdrops.
You work for Tyler Perry?
Yes.
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing work with Tyler since day one, Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Wow.
So doing the large-scale portraits for the photography backdrop. So it was always, of course, Medea's face, or Medea goes to jail, Medea this, Medea that, Medea that. And then also had an opportunity to get linked in with the concerts and tours. So I've done work for many, many different celebrities for hip hop and R&B artists. So just being in the habit over the years of working on portraits, set me up to be able to, produce work like this and wanting to take it to another level, painting on fabric to canvas.
Wow. Do you stretch your own canvases?
Normally I don't. These here were, I was in a situation where, I was really practicing and playing around, and it turned into a labor of love. So I just decided to stretch these here. And actually the subject matter with Marvin and with Muhammad, where I live at now in the times that we live in, I really wish that, that I was born like in the 60s or whatever, because the whole Motown sound and the whole, just that whole genre with even what went on with Muhammad in those times, I really, wish that I was here to really witness that and be able to take advantage of it. So now, like I said, anything that I do, music and my people are always involved. So that's where my passion for someone like a Marvin Gaye and a Muhammad Ali are like heroes to me. And that's where, in 2017, I'm actually here representing that.
We like that. Represent, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I have two quick questions.
Yes.
My first quick question is, do you do a lot of African-American art? Do you do a lot of like very pro-black art, or just sometimes you just can be universal? Because I'm looking around and I see a lot of black love, soulful pieces in here.
Well, excuse me, the art that's on the walls is really, I would say 85 to 90% geared towards the African-American community, because we are, in an African-American community.
We're on Livernois, right?
Right. But me as an artist, I wouldn't say my art is geared African American. Like even like a Marvin Gaye, with him being an African American man, I wouldn't say it's an African American painting. I think I just want to paint what I want to paint, you know, and I'm in a point in my life right now where it's a blessing to be able to be in a space, you know, with the gallery and with it being my studio and here, you know, I'm finally in a situation where I can paint what I want to paint when I want to paint, as much as I want to paint, and actually be able to, and be able to experiment.
That's,
you know, I'm having fun.
Dream. I mean, I want to be like that. I want to be like you when I grow up. I can't wait to get a gallery. So if you guys want to help me get a gallery, you know?
Right.
I would
the
love
L.M
that.
Gallery.
I can get out my garage. But another question I want to ask you. What inspired you to keep going once you got from, let me throw this out there. Can you tell people exactly some of your history of art before I ask that question?
You say of art?
Yeah, like some of the history that you've done in art, like anything that you've been in, like any type of events, competitions.
Well, for a while, even today, as far as like you said, competition, I had the great opportunity to work with RuPaul. I'm one of the artists from the show Skin Wars, which is a television show based on body painting. It's a body painting competition where they fly in 10 different artists from all over the country, and we competed. And you know, the show is actually it was on GSN. It was their highest rated TV show on the network ever. So the show is a success. They actually, I'm from the first season. They're wrapping up. They just wrapped up the third season, preparing for the fourth season. But I had that opportunity to be on that show.
That's amazing.
And also, as far as art, like, you know, earlier, before I started doing the stuff for the celebrities, I actually, you know, had an opportunity where I signed with the publishing company and was able to travel the country and you know, just meet with you know, art gallery owners and meet with women. We were doing events like Black Expo and Essence Festival, Bayou Classic. So we were doing the you know, all the different shows around the country. And every weekend we was in a different city, from Louisiana, Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, wherever we were traveling.
So you state to state, basically.
Yeah. So we, you know, that was a beautiful opportunity, and you know, coming full circle. That's what I'm saying. When you're doing stuff like that, even doing the work for the celebrities, it becomes mundane where now I have more freedom, and like I say, I'm in a, you know, now it's more passion, you know, geared towards my art and towards the business also by having a gallery. So, but those some of the experiences that I've had in art.
Awesome. So you've done, and we can find it on Netflix, right? If somebody wants to see
the show is on Netflix right now. Skin Wars.
Skin Wars on Netflix. Check out season 1, and you'll see Felle on there. Were you one of the final contestants on the show?
Yeah, I don't want to give it away to anyone who's going to watch, but I did my thing, and I definitely, you know, was a main staple in the show.
Guys, go watch that. Go check it out. Get those clicks on there on Netflix if you have Netflix. I want you guys to check out and see who we have on the show, so you can probably get a little insight on the type of body art that he do, because he does a variety of different arts. He's very modest. He always has been. But I want you guys to check that out, because his body art is phenomenal. And if you need the dopest body art in the city, you need to come to Felle's Art Gallery.
So you had another question you were about to ask me about.
I did have another question.
I got the rumbling.
No, that's what it's about. I want people to know. I want you to express everything. I want people to get to know the artists out here in the city of Detroit, the ones that's doing positive things for the city. Because we are doing this for the Better Detroit Youth Movement, and we do this for just the city, everybody that wants to be involved, anybody that wants to be tuned in. What can you offer any child, any young adult that's interested in getting into art? What would be the first piece of advice that you would give them, starting off clean slate? What would you tell them?
Well, I mean, the first piece of advice I would give a young child would probably be to find out if this is really what they want to do. You know, I mean, and it don't have to be professionally. It could just be, if you have the interest, you know, I would say practice, and just do what you love. And even to the parents, I would say you have to invest in your child, in their interests, you know, whether it be art, you know, football, karate, whatever that the child, you know, has that interest in, definitely invest. But to the kids, just keep doing it and stay focused, and you know, keep your eye on the prize. Yeah, definitely stay focused.
And I do have one small ass question because I don't usually ask my audience this.
Make it a big question. Like, oh, you're.
I usually don't ask my audience this, but do you think I should start asking artists what's their favorite color? Because when I ask artists that, they look at me like, really, what's a favorite color? I love all colors because we deal with all of them. But I think it's an interesting question to ask because that shows you the type of hues that they usually would use for most of their paintings. So.
Now that might be a little different with me because I've never really had a favorite color.
And that's what I keep hearing from artists. I only hear that from artists.
Yeah, I've never really focused on color and going back to the Skin Wars conversation. Being on TV and having an opportunity to watch yourself and having people judge you based on your work.
I know all about that.
Yeah, it put me in a situation where I learned a lot about me that I never even took the time to focus on, and even on the show, I got judged for doing a lot of monochromatic artwork, which doing the backdrops for concerts and tours and all of that stuff. It was never monochromatic. I was always painting skin tones, so I guess it would be monochromatic on skin, with browns. But I'm still doing background and all of that with a number of colors. But I have this here, which is monochromatic, and even the Muhammad. But this is a series that I chose to use that style. But like I say, I learned a lot about me and being a literal artist. Okay. Like, I think me over the years being in the habit of painting images kind of locked me down where it's mostly images. It's like, okay, paint Tyler Perry.
Right, because you do when I say he does the most realistic fine art that I have seen thus far, like I've seen a lot of art. I've seen people do fine arts. I've been down to the DA. I've been to Charles H. Wright. I've seen artists in the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Detroit Breakfast Club. I've seen people all over. But this guy, if you ask him to paint you, he's going to paint you.
Oh, yeah.
Every sweat, every lash, okay? If I ever want a portrait, I'm going to come to Felle. If I want to get something with me on it, I will ask this guy. And I am an artist too, but I am nowhere compared to his strategical, tactical little techniques he used to perfect the imagery of another person where he put it from canvas, from a picture. It's amazing.
Way you describe it.
I can't help but describe it like that.
Down.
I'm gonna write that down.
Intricate technical technique. Right.
So, I just give you all the praise for that because you're amazing at what you do. I could not wait to come interview you. But before we go, update events coming up, anything you want to tell the people about, anything that's going on Livernois, anything that's going on here at your gallery? Can the kids come here and do like some type of shows and stuff like that?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. The Felle Gallery, we do a lot of different things. We actually teach here, so we're actually in the process of we teach basic. I'm sorry, let me go back for a minute. We teach basic art, basic drawing. Airbrushing. We teach acrylic painting, oil painting. We teach faux finishes. Actually, I'm setting up right now where we're going to start doing a jewelry class. Just some of everything, but
that's 7 great things to come check out over here at the
Oh yeah. And then we, of course, we have fun and we do the paint sip parties and we also rent the space out for people that have an event, whether it be a dinner, whether it be a pop-up shop, birthday party for kids or adults. So we do some of everything over here, but as far as events that we have coming up, we actually on the 16th of this month we have an 80s paint party where we're taking it back to the 80s and I might even have some people in here breakdancing, but we're doing a paint party, so it'll be like similar to a paint with a twist, but we're gonna play some LL, some Salt and Pepper, some Run DMC, and we just gonna rock out and get our paint and our sipping on. And then also over here on Livernois, I'm a part of the Livernois Association. We're actually doing the business association. We're actually doing Light Up Livernois again for the 4th year here on Livernois, and that's September the 30th. It's the Detroit Design Festival right here on Livernois, where we have a number of artists involved. We have art installations. We have music. Thank you to shout out to Baker's Keyboard Lounge for getting involved. Right, we pulled in Baker's, so. We're looking good. The oldest jazz club in the world, so we were able to pull them in and get them involved. So September the 30th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to party in the streets, and we're going to have a ball.
Mark your calendar. September 30th. Come down on Livernois. Come down on the strip, as they call it, the new artist strip. That's what he called it. That's what I call it now too. So I'm claim that because I've never heard that until he said it. Come down September 30th. I wish I'll be in town. I'll be in Canada, but
wow,
I got some stuff going on in Canada. But I hope everybody come out and support everything that's going on in the city. Like I said, if you guys know any artists, anybody that want to come on this show, please click the link below, send a comment, or you can email me, and you can be on the show just like Felle and other people that I've had on the show, because I want to get out there and talk to you. I want people to know what's going on in the city, and I want to have a wider mouth to speak out of, so I need everyone to come on the show, okay? I need whoever's interested to come. I want to thank Felle for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for letting us use your beautiful venue to do this.
Not a problem, not a problem. And I want to let the people know, you guys can find me on Facebook under the Felle Gallery. That's F-E-L-L-E Gallery. And also Felle Art, F-E-L-L-E A-R-T on Facebook.
I like how you said that. Felle Art.
Yes, Felle Art.
All right, I was going to get to that, but he threw it out there. He got in there. But if you have any other questions, all the information will be on the slide after this is over. And if you have any more further information, you can contact me, or you can contact. Did you give me your email address? My email address is A-R-T by Felle, ARTBYFELLE at AOL.com. Or you can give me a call, 313-415-6308. All right, well, I'm wide open. I appreciate it. That just rocked. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's L.M Coz. I have Felle here today, and I want you guys to just keep tuning in, and let's keep creating art. That's what I was about to say. Peace. Peace. Let's keep creating art. Let's keep creating art. Oh, yeah.